Hello and welcome to IABM TV. I'm Lorenzo Zanni, Head of Knowledge at IABM. I'm delighted to be joined by Rick Smith, who is President at Broadcast Blinds. Thanks so much, Rick, for being with us today.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Lorenzo.
Thank you.
So good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Let's start from what you're showing at the show. Can you tell us if you have any new products at the show?
Well, actually, we've got a prototype of a portable daylight control system. We've been asked numerous times for stadiums where they can't attach anything to the walls. They have to roll it in over a weekend for a game and just need to take it out to the next stadium. So we're prototyping that, and we're actually looking for people's opinions as well as to how we're doing it. We're in a position to roll it out in about 8 weeks.
Interesting, thank you. I understand that you may be doing some work at the Kennedy Space Center. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, that was kind of fun. We were down there a couple weeks ago. There are several studios that are getting renovated for the moon landing, which is scheduled for 2025 or 2026. And of course, they've got big windows looking at the launch pads. And if you can't control the amount of sunlight coming in to your studio, there's no way you're going to be able to shoot both the launch and your talent. And so I think we'll be an integral part of making this moon landing successful on television.
Amazing. Thanks, Rick. And geographically, can you tell us which parts of the world you work in?
Well, it's more like which part we don't work in, and that probably has more to do with where the war is this year than anything else. So we've got projects in the Middle East, we've got projects in Asia, we've got projects, of course, in North America. We show at IBC as well, which gets us into Europe. So we're pretty much all over. We generally send our own crews to specify and install, because that way we can make sure the quality is what we want it to be.
Yeah, thank you. And do you only work in TV studios, or are there any other venues where your skills are needed?
We've grown up in TV studios. We started doing work in TV studios in 1999, so just a couple of years ago. But more and more these days, now that we're doing more with remote meetings, we're finding that companies that have, for instance, a boardroom with an exceptional view no longer want to bring the whole board in for a meeting, but in fact they want to be able to do what is essentially a broadcast from there. So that's a whole nother place. Sports arenas, of course, are another. And we're finding work these days because of video being done out of what would have traditionally been radio studios. The need for us to help them to make their radio studios work. In fact, we've got a couple of projects under our belt with Sirius XM within the last few months.
Thanks so much, Rick, for being with us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.